Fighting your giant. Fighting your giant. My definition of giant is anything, stage, or situation you have perceived overwhelming, too difficult, and must be crossed to achieve success in life. It's like a plane going through turbulence. The uncertainties of your safety, the fear we experience, making you freak out. I'm sure you can readily relate if you've gone through this. Mine was daffy, coupled with the fact that I had my family traveling with me. And it's funny because it's the major experience I still remember vividly. Even though I've had series traveling alone, God does not introduce us to our giants the way they are, but gradually brings us into it with the assurance of victory in sight. Like the case of David, he introduced him to the lion, then the bear, before Goliath. 1 Samuel 17, 34-36. God took him through fighting the lion, then the bear. What it means is that David might have fought the bear longer than he fought the lion. Just saying, the bear is not just bigger and stronger, but can defend against the lion with full strength for hours, while the lion or all cats have very little stamina and could defend against a bear for about 10 minutes per time. It is the normal principle in life. God would be unjust to allow you to be tempted above what you can bear. 1 Corinthians 10:13, the Message Bible says, no test or temptation that comes your way is beyond the course of what others have had to face. All you need to remember is that God will never let you down. He will never let you be pushed past your limit. He will always be there to help you to come through it. The only challenge is that we fail to link our experiences in life. When David was going to face Goliath, he had to convince Saul, his boss or authority, whatever Saul might mean to you, he was ready to take that next step. He was ready for that promotion. He had to convince the embassies he is the man they need in their country. Why would nations open their doors to you except they have seen you have the skill they need? The embassies are like the gatekeepers and will never let in a burden. But when they see these skills that you carry, their doors or gates are widely open with honor. David needed to convince the board he is the man for the job. He had to convince the market that his product is the best and the best they can ever have in the market. So God is so faithful and perfect that he has specific programs of success for individuals. God's program for everyone is a program of success. Jeremiah 29:11. It does not and will never program anyone to fail or decide to code an individual to malfunction. This is not in his character. He is the greatest inventor that have and will ever be. So when he allows us go through some experiences in life, it is because he is making us develop the skill sets we will need for the next assignment we will soon encounter. So rather than accept defeat or give up, let's begin to see God as the perfect and good teacher that will always and only lead us to success, even if we are in our lowest moment. The last message we preached might have been a mess. The last album we released might have led us to a loss or debt. The last interview we attended might have been a setback. The last presentation might have been the worst ever. The last exam we wrote might have been the craziest. Nobody saw David when he killed the lion or the bear. And because he did not quit, he did not run, he learned the experience he needed to fight Goliath that launched him into the limelight. He was introduced to the whole world. His name was mentioned in the ears of the Philistines. His name became a popular chorus in the mouths of the women. 1 Samuel 18:17 says, so the women sang as they danced and said, Saul has slain his thousands and David his 10,000s. So you see, your next book might be all you need. Your next album or singles might be all you need. Your next teaching or message might be the breakthrough you've ever longed for. The next interview might be all you need. The next presentation might be the breaking point. God does not create mistakes. He is too perfect to allow a mistake comfort, for he has made everything beautiful in his time. So says Ecclesiastes 3:11. So if this has been a blessing to you, please do not forget to share. There could be somebody close to you, there could be somebody around you that is in his or her lowest moment and that just needs something like a push to bring him out, something that can actually make him or her relate and get to himself and begin to bring out the values he or she carries. Everybody around the world has values, but we must be able to identify these values before we can actually be something, before we can actually be a blessing, before God can actually use us to bring up many more, into the limelight, into full strength, and make them begin to live, a fulfilled and a purposeful life. Everybody needs to see what they are created for. Everybody needs to see why they are here. Everybody needs to see why they are part of this generation, and everybody needs to be able to get to that point, that thing that will make them stand out even in their generation. God bless you real good. The name is 𝐅𝐨𝐥𝐥𝐥. I love you, and that's why I'm doing this. But you need to remember that the Lord loves you more than I can ever love you. God bless you real good.